I mean, let's get to the point, man. Can Berhalter really lead the U.S. to do something good in the World Cup?
The goal for the U.S., the best they can do, I think, if they could get to the semifinal, that would be
Amazing.
tremendous. So
Oh yeah,
final four,
you're top four.
even
Yeah,
even even quarterfinal would be good. Like win a fucking knockout game, not a like although they did making it to the quarterfinal would be big. I think the difficulty is, and I was talking about this in the chat, is the lack of belief and confidence in what U.S. soccer should be, right? My thought, and I could be wrong, and this is very turn on the Alexi Lalas camera,
right.
is that the U.S. are at their best when they're not trying to play football because we'll never out technical any country because kids in this country don't start playing at 2 years old, right? It's part of our whole thing. We'll never get enough touches. Like even our best player, there's no way he had as much touches on the ball as 15 Brazilians, 20 Germans, and half of England, right? So my thought is that not that we need to have an American player, but be the best at 4-4-2, sitting deep, 5 at the back, flying wing backs, use the athleticism, attack, but attack as a defensive unit, meaning you're in people's faces. You're using your strength. You want to freaking dance on the ball? We'll kick you in the fucking shins. When we get the ball, we hoof it up top. We send one of our strikers up there and play everything through Pulisic, and he's our fulcrum for creating things. That's how the U.S. is at its best. When everyone is a garbage pail guy, when everyone is running and being athletic and playing to the strength of Americans. Americans are big and strong and can run all goddamn day. That's our DNA. We're at our best in 2002 when we went to the quarterfinals. That's how the team played. I just think of McBride. I think of Donovan. I think of Balboa. I think of Cherundolo. I think of those athletic college guys who just ran up and down all day. And we'd have iconoclastic players in Dempsey, who was a maverick and would do anything, but he had a structure of guys that were going to run for him all day. And that's just what happened to Argentina, really. They sacrificed the light. DePaulo was playing up front, right? That style wins in tournaments because you'll never have enough time to create the patterns of beautiful play. Nobody ever won the fucking World Cup playing beautiful football.
The freaking.
Only Brazil can do that. Only Brazil can do that. Excuse me.
Well,
only Brazil can do that. And even they don't do that all the time.
No,
it's too hard.
That's true. But I mean, I think that. So you're wanting the U.S. to play a pragmatic.
Yeah, game. Just who are we kidding?
Well, no. But no, ready for. I think any team can put the ball on the ground and play if you teach them right. If you practice right,
I'm going to say it out loud. Here, turn on the camera. You ready? Jose Mourinho, come to the U.S. and teach us the ways of evil. Get your beautiful white hair. Go on Fox Sports 1. Talk your talk. Make fun of your players. Be like, I'm supposed to make something out of these players? I do it because I'm special. And America's big country, they can take me. And take over U.S. football and win us a tournament, a real one. Go in there, leave Roma, take over U.S. football. You'll be a star. You'll be bigger than Zlatan and bigger than Messi. Can you imagine Mourinho in the USA? I would love it. Love it!
It definitely lost his damn mind. But
that would be fancy. He'd be the best. He'd be the best.
I would agree that. I mean, I would agree that. I mean, I wouldn't mind Mourinho coming to the U.S., but
he would find the fighters. He would find a John Terry somewhere. He'd make Ryan Zimmerman into a killer. You know what I mean? But he would find them.
I think we have. I think we have good players, man. I think we have good players. Now that they're playing in Europe, maybe
but
they're
not good enough to
things.
play football.
No, what do you mean?
As a way to win in the tournament.
Come on, man. That is unfair to say. That is unfair to say that you're buying into the bullshit that bull crap. We can't curse anymore, but the bull crap that everybody in Europe says that the U.S. players can't play soccer or football. You're buying into that. We can't play.
It's not that. It's taking the ethos of our best of ourselves. We have to have a way, and I think our way is maximizing Tyler Adams, maximizing Weston McKennie. Those two players are good at going around, kicking people, and making things happen.
Well, that is
Maximizing
a way of playing.
physicality, right?
I mean,
no, but more so, don't try and play. Don't try and possess the ball. If we have over 50% possession, we did something wrong.
No, you had no. See that? No, that doesn't mean anything. Because Simeone is of that thought, and he's in Europe.
Legend.
He's no legend. He's a legend in the Athletic Club, but that's it. He's no legend. He never won a World Cup. Went to the finals, lost over and over. Barely won a few La Ligas. Come on.
Won La Liga in the middle of Cristiano and Messi at Barca and Real. I would argue that they're winning that. They won twice. I would argue that winning those La Ligas was harder than any trophy anyone has ever won ever. That's like Leicester.
No way.
That's how good those trophies were to me. They went to the Champions League final twice.
I think it's about having a good coach and him implementing his way of playing into the players.
I think
Mourinho.
I would take Cholismo in the US any day of the week. Give me crap football for the U.S. It would be perfect.
No way. I mean, Mourinho could come and teach his ways as long as he teaches them right and they learn, they'll do it. Guardiola would be the same. Teach them the right way and they will do it. No, it's about learning the mechanism.
Would be terrible for the U.S. We would be terrible. The fullbacks would be like, what? Where's the ball? Whoa.
It's about teaching them right, from the man. Back.
Matt Turner's kicking.
Matt Turner can play.
Oh my God.
Matt Turner can play. Now come on now. See, you are buying into the European stereotypical talk about U.S. players. Yes, you are. We're not good enough. We're not good enough to play soccer. No. You're saying we're not good enough to play soccer. No, you can't say that.
To the World Cup? No,
we can compete.
No,
it's about playing the game however the manager wants. But with Berhalter, he has no idea what he wants to do, let alone teach the players.
Listen, the game that lost me for Berhalter, and I will never ever forget it. Honduras at home. They're like all the Honduras guys are all like over 35, and they are kicking the U.S. around the park. That first half was the worst performance I've seen by any team ever. And I saw Derby County earn 10 points in the Premier League, the worst team ever played. They were that bad. Now, in the second half, he changed everything and somehow he won. But that first half was the worst football I had ever seen. And I'll never trust Berhalter again because of that. And messing up this Reina thing is a clown show. Like, what are you doing, dude?
That's the thing. Now he's injured now, so he wasn't called up.
Is Reina a jerk? Or could his mom and dad not have been jerks? Probably, but that was indicative of American sports. Your mom and dad calls the coach and says you should be playing and tries to blackmail you. What?
Well, that wasn't right. But,
what are we doing?
But you're right. I mean,
Tyler Twellman, what are we doing?
Well, now, I mean, yeah. I think they were both wrong to a certain extent. Now, he is probably, I will say, I mean, Reina is probably the best or second best player we have when it comes to thinking the game. So
but he's a baby.
But you got
he acts like a baby.
His
mommy had to call the coach.
Man, there's players, all kinds of players
that happened when he was a baby.
There's all kinds of players that are that, and they don't have to be from the U.S.
Wanda Icardi with like a word.
Exactly. It's worse. At least your mom is your mom, but when your wife is calling the coach, it's like, damn.
Is that
can't control your wife?
It's not Icardi. Did I get it wrong?
Oh, Wanda Nara, but it is Icardi because they're married. So, but she goes by Wanda Nara.
Okay.
But she goes by Wanda Nara.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
so,
but that is the player who's the jerk.
Yeah. Mauro Icardi. For top football news, debate, analysis, and opinion, join Top Football Club. Watch live on YouTube or on the Top FC News website, or listen live on the AMP app and on your smart speaker. Top Football Club.